Greetings, YouTube. I have been asked in the past 4 days or so, when my account reached Valiant status, what's it like? And I kind of look around and I kind of say, well, it's kind of the same. I mean, the offers for Valiant outside of two bundles, a unit bundle for 6,000 units and a cash offer for $90, are the same. The experience in the game is exactly the same. It's not like there's a hidden Valiant gauntlet that you suddenly unlock. Obviously, logistically, it's just a different world in Battlegrounds when you bring in two rank 3 7 stars. I thought to myself, man, should I take Gorop? I haven't even had a chance to test him out. He's been banned every single time when I bring him into Battlegrounds. And I don't even know if he's going to be good. I just know, like, people look at that and go, screw that. Not doing it. Not today. Hard pass. And I don't blame him. I do not blame him. By the way, in honor of my newly awakened 7-star Domino, which I still can't believe I hit the lottery on that RNG and Necropolis completion opening, people have asked me, Prof, are you going to do another path or so? I'm just saving up 4-hour crystals and revives at this point. Because, of course, my units are going to go toward gifting crystals or banquet crystals or whatever they call them, even though I'm not that impressed with the leak regarding what's in them. I mean, it's standard stuff, but for people who are Valiant, who are mainly looking for Tier 4 Alpha Catalyst fragments, let's just say that those are going to be so hard to get and so rare to get because Kabam doesn't want the best whales having 12 rank 3 7 stars that I doubt I'll get them, but maybe once, and it won't be a percent that's super relevant to my next rank 3 7 star or anything. With that being said, in honor of Domino, we're going to change the profile pic to her Synergy King Red Hulk. Sorry, Masacre. I think if I only had to choose one, I'd choose Red Hulk over Masacre. Incinerate over Duration. But as far as Valiant's concerned, there are two main differences you'll see. And again, they're subtle, right? They're not like in your face. And I actually think that's smart because Kabam has to know that if they make Valiant immediately like a different game, if they make Valiant players during Cyber Week have a chance to automatically get, say, 5 rank 3 7 stars, so many people are going to feel like they can't catch up if they don't irresponsibly spend, that they're just going to leave the game. And I think Kabam learned from July 4th because we went from 3 rank 5 6 stars during July 4th week sales to 12. Or some people went from 0 rank 2 7 stars to like 6. And that turned so many people off that they left the game. And it was a big deal. I can't tell you how many people who've been supporting this channel for 6 years that reached out to me and said, Prof, I'm going to try to watch your videos sometimes, but I'm done. I have been chasing this rainbow or this carrot or whatever you want to call it, the end of the stick, around, and I finally can't do it anymore. They just keep extending the goalpost, and my pocketbook can't take it, especially in this economy. Can't blame people. So for Valiant, you get 7-star shards, but again, it's not a lot of 7-star shards. 300 here, 300 there. The crystals have turned to generic 6 stones, so you get 5 generic 6-star 6 stones a week. I mean, again, you get that at least a month in the side quests. So it's cool, but it's not so cool that it's going to break the bank. We still get solo crystal shards for a very outdated solo crystal and 6-star relic crystal shards. Besides that, the question is, how good are the daily crystals? So I thought, okay, I'm going to record a video in which I talk about Valiant being intentionally a little underwhelming by design at first. But then we're going to see, because I only opened one of these before this, how much these daily crystals really matter. And of course, if you get a 7-star for free, which should be at most 1% drop rate, but I would think less than that. Yeah, it's a game changer that's going to make people jealous, but I just don't think most people are going to see that anytime soon. I certainly don't expect to see that on my account. And so, this is what I got last time. It was a very small amount, like 10% of a tier 6 basic, and that is much more than 10%. That is 20%? Double what I got last time. So, look, we don't get that too much in the event quest, but we do get those for daily crystals. So this is obviously the number one reason to become Valiant right now. Chance for a free 7-star, a chance for a fully formed tier 5 class catalyst, which, remember, in the daily Thronebreaker, I feel like you get about 10% of one of those. That's the first time I've ever, daily Paragon, not daily Thronebreaker. I clearly am running on 3 hours of sleep. That is significant. And you see fully formed tier 6 class catalyst in here, which is also crazy and not something I'm used to seeing. You also get tier 6 class catalyst fragments. I would imagine that the fully formed tier 6 class catalysts are about as rare as the tier 4 alpha catalyst fragments in the banquet crystals this year, which is a kind way of saying not going to happen. All right, third crystal, really interesting crystal so far. And we might even out the tier 6 basic with some tier 3 alpha. Is it 10% or more? I think that might be also 20%. I think that exactly evens it out. So, Valiant at first feels underwhelming, but the daily crystals are amazing. You know, that's the takeaway. I think that's what this video supports as well. And maybe we'll get a free 7-star in the last crystal. What's up, Titania? Highly doubt it. I don't expect it. But another fully formed tier 5 class catalyst. And so I just think about how rare those are normally. And how in the old daily crystals, literally that's 10 times the value of the old. Now you won't see that across the board for the new items. But I feel like when you land on one of these, it's just as valuable as anything in the crystal versus the previous version of the daily crystal. So, yes, on one hand, I'm glad that Valiant isn't such a game changer that it makes every Paragon player feel like they can't compete anymore. Though it does suck if you have 0 rank 3 7-stars, which I'm sure a lot of Paragon players still don't have a rank 3 7-star, and then you fight somebody like myself who has multiple. It's just exhausting. But I still say this in Battlegrounds. Like, I'm not afraid to admit it. I have lost matches with a rank 5 6-star against an ascended 5-star. Because if I don't have the right matchup against somebody like Weapon X or Jessica Jones or Kindred, it doesn't matter who I'm using. I still have a good chance to lose. If I don't have a good matchup against an ascended 5-star absorbing man, I could still easily lose. So, you know, in that way, in the spirit of that, it's still a game more about matchups to me than health and attack when it comes right down to it. Because having a variety of classes and champs and utility champs and damage champs and everything else in your deck is as important as ever. I wish they would expand the deck even to 5 more champs, and I think that deserves its own video topic. But for now, you know, all we can do is wait. So, yeah, Valiant is amazing for the daily crystals, but most other places you won't notice a difference, and I think that's good, because I don't want to turn off a large portion of the most dedicated and veteran players to the new progression level, especially if they can't spend thousands of dollars right away and don't have the blessings that I do of a YouTube channel. So it's always important for me to keep that in context when I talk about the blessings of my own account versus the average in-game account. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.